Let's send things back to Billy V.
Thank you very much, Lacey. 6:43 right now. Election results continue to come in the continental United States, but the count is complete here in our Hawaii. So let's take a look at the turnout island by island, and we'll go down. We'll start with Hawaii Island. 88,510 people voted on Hawaii Island. That's 69.5% of all registered voters. That's awesome there. Maui County, 71,634 for a turnout of 66.4%. Let's go on over to Oahu right now, and we can see right here that 348,951. That is 70%. And then we go to the most voter turnout out of all the islands, Kauai, 34,070. 72.1%. That is the highest turnout percentage-wise of anybody across. Now, across the state, we had 69.6% turnout, the highest since 1994. Awesome. In total, 579,165 people voted, the most ever in our state. This was the first year of mail-in voting. Let's see how many people did mailed in their ballots on Hawaii Island. We'll start here. That's 95% that voted about there versus 5% who voted in person. Okay, see those numbers there. In Maui County, 93.6% there, as compared to 6.4% in person. We're going to skip over to the island of Kauai right now. 93.1% did mail in, while 6.9% voted in person. And then we'll go back over to Oahu, where there were massive lines outside for just two voter service centers. An overwhelming 95.5% here. That's more than 367,000 people. In-person voting, just 4.5%, but about 17,200 people showed up at Honolulu Hale and Kapolei Hale. As you know, thousands of voters on Oahu waited in line for up to 6 hours. Voters had to take turns on 50 voting machines at Honolulu Hale and Kapolei Hale. There were also lines in Hilo and Wailuku. The Honolulu City Clerk says one reason for the wait was, quote, processing heavy transactions like Election Day registration or registration updates. On Oahu, 1,805 voters did same-day registration on Election Day. In Maui County, 270 people registered that day. Kauai had 180 same-day registrations. We don't have the numbers or the figures yet for Hawaii County. Meanwhile, the Honolulu clerks said only 32 mail-in ballots were received excuse me, after the 7 p.m. deadline on Tuesday's election night. Those ballots were not counted. 1,300 were rejected for signature issues.
But all in all, good job, everyone. Good job. Good job. You got it was funny, though, when you and Casey were out live on Tuesday morning, I think we all thought, well, okay, that's the morning. It's going to die down. But those lines
no,
like that
it was okay. But I actually went down and had it in my ballot. I drove to the drive-thru afterwards. Happy Aloha Friday. Let's get you your forecast. Good afternoon. I'm Billy V. And taking a look right now, 7 to 10 foot surf on the North Shore at the reinforcing swell. West side, it's 5 to 7. Even look at this, the South Shore, 4 to 6. It's a late season boost there. November, and we've got good surf down on the south facing shores. That's awesome. Your UV index is at 8. This disturbance is going to pull away and take along some of this wet weather along with it. And as we get closer into the islands, we can show you over the last couple of hours, most of the clouds, even though the clouds is not carrying a whole lot of rain here. This is eventually going to pull away, but for today, it'll be on the eastern side of the state. So that means Hawaii Island and Maui County. Meanwhile, Oahu and Kauai will get a few showers, sprinkles, but it's going to be nice weather for you. Let's take a look at the 7-day forecast. We'll start with today. Scattered showers, as we mentioned. Trade winds return tomorrow, and then we'll have some windward and Mauka showers, and that's going to be on Sunday. But after that, see these showers that you see in the forecast here? Those are mostly trade wind showers. So easterly winds, 15 to 25 miles per hour. It's going to keep the humidity low. It's going to be nice temperatures. It's going to be great to have trade wind weather back. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you on Monday. Get the latest on air. 3 things for a longer life and happier family. Wash your hands, wear your mask, stand apart. In our family, we've got keiki, we've got kupuna, and we're always conscious about how close we are to people, especially for me. I'm high risk as a cancer survivor. So it's about the we, not the me. It's a kako thing. So make sure that you stand together by standing apart. E na hoa makamaka mai, Hawaii nui o ke awea hiki ni I hau ka hele lani, na kamaaina, na malihini aloha. Here we go, time for the show. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is Friday. We are getting ready to go. We got a great show for you. My hair's a mess now, but that's okay. That's what live television is all about. Hey, standing by in the green room, Boy De Lima is already here. We're going to talk about a motion picture called Story Game. It's part of the Hawaii International Film Festival. We'll talk about that in a little bit. I got a chance to talk to some of the actors. We'll let them describe their characters, and we'll tell you where you can hear more about them. But in the meantime, good afternoon. Happy Aloha Friday. Already some people are also on the comments. April Gilia, thank you so much. I see Ku'u on there as well with the claps. Kevin Bowen, as always, is over in Orlando, Florida. Let's see here. Yes, the dancers were there. Yeah, I know. I said the same thing. Oh, they're back. LOL. Thank you very much, April. Hey, keep the comments coming. And just a reminder, the solid brown dancers, thank you. If you are new to the channel, make sure that you put new. If you have a question for us, make sure that you put a question mark so we see that you're asking a question. We don't miss you. And the other thing is that by all means, let us know where you are as you are commenting here. And we want to mention that we are also on our way to 1,000 people over on the YouTube side. So what we'll ask you to do is when you get a chance, click on the like button, click on the subscribe button. We'd really, really appreciate that there. Let's go ahead and get you over to, let's see. We're going to give you a live look out at Pipeline. Oh, we got more people are coming in. Love the pic with the ohana. Oh, thank you very much. Hi, Raynette. It may be hard to see with my background. Is it interfering with the background of my shirt? Is it interfering with the comments? You know what? For a moment, for a little while, we'll just put the comments up on the top then. And Guy, you're in frame. Not that I meant. Yeah. Hey, you're a producer. You can pop in anytime.
Get out of my life, Guy!
Rie is over there also with me as well. Thank you so much for that. And we'll get into some of that coming up in just a little bit. Let's give you a live look outside right now. And this is what we've got outside in Paradise. Let's go take a look as Pipeline Oahu. And Pipeline is looking really good right now. This is a live shot that we have for you. So that's what people are enjoying right now. You can see the waves. And the waves have been up to, I think it was 10 to 14 was the last that we had. But it is holding. And they're turning the camera a little bit to the left, which I appreciate to the cameraman. Thank you so much. Once again, North Shore is looking good right now. And actually, right now, Kauai and Oahu's got the most sunshine. Coming up a little bit later on, there's going to be a little bit of clouds. Not a whole lot of rain for the eastern side of the state. That's for Maui County and Hawaii Island. Let's get you into the weekend events. There's a couple of things that are happening. One of them is a motion picture about Story Game. Boy De Lima in about 2 minutes from now. Story Game is a motion picture that has a director that's from Hawaii, has a couple of actors that are from Hawaii. It is shot here in Hawaii. So we always like it when we've got that kind of combination going on. So once again, Story Game. We start off with the director, Jason Lum, who is from Hawaii, to kind of give us a description of what this movie's about.
Okay, so Story Game is really about these three, graduate fine arts students who come to Hawaii, and they're camping, and they say, "Hey, who can tell the scariest story?" Right? So they sit around the campfire and say, "Hey, who can tell the scariest story?" And they say, "Okay, I have this little app called the Story Game, and you got to pick a genre, a location, and some sort of little X factor." And so they pack it, and they decide who they need to tell a story, and it happens to be Japan is the location, and the genre is this supernatural, and they use this X factor as someone has to have green eyes. So incorporate all those things, and who can tell the best scary story, and that's what the movie's about.
And I play Ken in one of the stories, Kenji, and I'm married, going through some troubles, and I meet this mysterious woman on the train who turns out to be more than I bargained for.
Kahoan is a girl who doesn't fit into, she doesn't feel like she fits into anything inside of school, outside of school. And so she kind of dips into her drawing and her imagination, in her head. And so she's kind of, she's strong inside, but it's kind of hard for her to communicate with people, to get along with people.
Like me? She just hates you for being you.
My character is an old guy, like a sword fighting teacher, character like Yoda. They written for the 70 years old and small and skinny old guy. So it's not my type, but I'm very, curious to act that character.
So there you go, Story Game. They had it on Thursday night. That was last night over at the Ala Moana Center as a drive-in. So that's kind of nice. And then they're going to have it over at Olina coming up shortly. So you can see it over at Kamakana Ali'i. Story Game, look for more information, hiff.org. With the weekend events that we're talking about, coming up tomorrow, there's going to be a brand new single that's going to be released from a group that are Nahoku Hanohano Award winners. We're talking, of course, about the group Kapena, and the one and only Boy De Lima is joining us right now via phone. Brother, nice to have you on the show.
In the frame. Okay, right.
We'll get you in the frame there. Good to see you. First of all, you are not in Hawaii at this time. Where are you?
I'm in Las Vegas.
Really?
I'm in Viva Las Vegas, and it's really it's not so much people, just a few Hawaiians. But yeah, we're up here. We just had to go holo holo a little bit, brother. It's been a long time, since we've been we've been out of work for like 7 months, out of the music business. But so I'm using all of my my miles that I've had for all of these years.
Nice.
And I figured I'd just go and go take a little holo holo. So we're up here just cruising with a bunch of friends. And yeah, it's good to be off the island after like 7 months of, just staying at home.
So you guys are up there for a little R&R, and you're connecting with Hawaiians, and are many people wearing masks? What's the feel like, and how was it when you were on the plane and stuff like that?
So I'm at the Venetian tonight. The plane was wide open. It was like 45 people on the flight. I came in through Arizona, actually, because we're visiting some friends in Arizona, and then we drove up today. But in Vegas, from the minute you get out of your car, you have to wear a mask. And you got to wear the mask all the way through. You got to come up to your room. You can take your mask off when you're inside your room, but right when you leave this room and you're going down the hallways, anywhere you go, you gotta wear that mask. It's mandatory.
Okay. Okay. Nice to know. It's kind of the same thing that like up here. Okay.
Totally.
So
So before we go back home, we're gonna test so that we don't have to 14-day quarantine. So we're gonna test, and then me and Leo, my wife Leo, decided that when we get back home, we want to test again, just to make sure.
Okay.
Dipono.
Now, how is it? Is it the whole family? Is it just you and the wife, or?
It's me, Leo. Lilo is up here, and my son-in-law. Kapena boy is back home, and Kalenaku is back on the Big Island in Waimea.
Okay, nice. I have to say this, Kelly boy, out of all of the groups, from the very, very beginning of the pandemic, you were one of the first groups to start streaming. It was like right away. You were on it. And you have been on there consistently, sometimes 3 or 4 times a week. That's almost like a grueling gigging schedule.
Right. So since the pandemic, we started 1 week after we lost all of our gigs in Waikiki. We lost plenty baby parties, weddings. We do all of that stuff on the weekends. So we started around, I would say March 22nd is when we went live and we streamed, and we do it, and we still do it. We do it every Sunday now. But when we started, we did it up until like 2 weeks ago. We did it every Wednesdays and Sundays. And I tell you what, Billy, it's been a learning curve, and it's been a different way of expressing. You know how Kapena is, bro. We've done 22 birthday bashes at the Waikiki Shell with you back in the day, and we're such a group that is like we got to get that interaction. You know what I mean, bro? It's so strange, bro. But we've never touched more people ever. So from March till now, we've done close to 100 shows. We've touched and reached probably over 2 million people. It's close to 2 million or over already since the pandemic, and that's us. Just my son-in-law just went back on all the different shows and kind of tallied up all the views and stuff like that. So over 2 million, and so many people, brah, have been so gracious and so thankful that we come online and we do this, just to take their minds maybe off of what's going on in the news and what the world is going through. Of course, our thoughts and our prayers go out to everybody, not only our first responders, our nurses and stuff, but those affected and families affected from this pandemic. So the music has been really a great thing to a great tool to touch people, and from all over the world, Billy. Just incredible.
I don't know how you find time with all of that performing online, which you don't get paid for. So you're doing it out of love and just to stay there, and also to keep your chops up, right, as musicians and vocalists.
Yeah, totally. You know what we do it for, Billy, is I tell the people, we not only try to do it for you guys out there and stuff, but really for us, it's like our medicine. We need the music, bro. You know what I mean? Like, just imagine if they told you that you couldn't talk for 1 week, or let alone 1 week. 7 months, bro. You'd be like, right, bro, please, I want to MC something. That's your forte, bro. You know what I mean? That's your, your voice is that's legendary in our islands. You know what I mean? Imagine you couldn't do that, bro. It's so that's why we did it. That was the whole purpose of doing it. And yeah, we get to keep our chops up. We get to touch people in a way, bro, we're jamming these songs, and it's like, at the end, it's like you get this big finish, boom, and it's like you don't get any claps, you don't get any, cheers and hana holes and stuff. You're looking into on camera, it's a little challenging, but you know what, bro? The good Lord, God is good. We always say, and we're healthy, we're breathing, and one life lost is too many. So we are thankful that we are still alive and well and still can sing. You know what I mean, brother?
Right on. We're glad that you're getting a chance to R&R and have some downtime. So that's awesome. And like Shireen Patrice says here, so much love in your hearts, Kelly boy. I love you guys so much, she says on the message.
Thank
right
you.
there on the
Thank
bottom.
you,
Melvin Lead is watching, Kelly, just so you know.
Oh, I just want you to know, Billy, that, before all of this pandemic and before anybody was doing live streams, our beautiful Melvin Lead was doing it. And I love her so much. We love her. And she was ahead of the game way before anybody was live streaming. And she's still killing it.
she is queen of the iPad, She is queen
she's a treasure, bro. She's, this pandemic, if anything came out of this pandemic, man, people are getting more creative. I see her, like, her Facebook pages and her little what do they call it? Like her upcoming shows. She does her little
graphics,
her little memes and the graphics and stuff. I'm like, yeah. And if you watch Melvin, she programmed all of her music to her keyboard, and she's got her thing down, brother.
Kelly, here real quickly, can you see this on the side of your screen? You can probably see the comments, right?
Yeah, I cannot see the comments. No,
okay, can you see it at the bottom of the screen?
I see it coming in every so often.
Okay, so that way I'll read them to you, just because you can't see them. Melvin Lead says, love you all too. Walter Ipolani is on. He says, how's it, my brothers?
Hey, brother Walter. Chee-hoo. Love that brother. Love that brother.
And there's a message there for Melvin from Walter. He says, aloha, Auntie Mel. I love you. I'm going to kind of put that up on the top. It might be easier
I see that one.
To be seen.
That one.
You know what? I'll adjust that in a little bit so that way it's easier for people to see. But there's a lot of people that are making messages on right now. So appreciate that very much. Keep those messages coming, by the way.
Yeah.
Kelly boy, you have a brand new single out. What's the name of the single?
The name of the single is "Light Me Up." It was a song that was written by a dear friend of ours, Josh Jones. It's a Kapena original as well. And "Light Me Up," it talks about during these times, kind of lift me up, light me up. There's a line in there that I miss your touch, and it's a Hawaiian Island music tune, original tune, and we have a young lady that's doing a little bit of a rap on it. She's an upcoming artist as well. And, we like to do those kind of things, introduce, young artists like that, coming up with the OG and stuff like that. Well, I'm the only OG. Kalena, Kapena, and Lilo still young yet. But, it's so funny, bro. People come up to the kids and they're like, bro, I've been listening to you guys for 30 years. And it goes, we're not even 30 years old.
Wow.
I crack up. Well, Kapena is 30 years old, but
right.
The rest are. But yeah, so it's called Light Me Up. It's available for pre-order on iTunes tomorrow on iTunes, and then it releases on November 14th. And I wanted to release it. It's on Leo's birthday, my wife. I said, honey, I want to release this song because you light me up so much.
Wow, that's awesome.
So it's on Leolani's birthday. So yeah, you can get it on iTunes and all Spotify and all the streaming networks. It's a pretty cool song. We're pretty excited, and we wanted to, during this pandemic, we wanted to look back and say to ourselves, we got things done, whereas before, we're so busy, Billy, man. It's like to get something done was like to pull teeth and stuff. We got so much time. So, something, while we're going through this, through this time, at least, we can look back and say, we got this done, we got that done. And my wife's honey-do list, man, it's shrinking. And
really? Bro.
My wife's honeydew list is shrinking, bro. I finally can, you know what I mean, bro? I'm finally redeeming myself here. So
That's awesome. You know, I have to say, you know, what was it, 2016, 2018? I think it was 16. Palena Ole came out.
correct.
That was the first album that you guys as a family released. It won 4 Nahoku Hanahano Awards that year, but your son is now recording engineer, has his own studio and
This year, yeah.
Also a Hoku Award winner. Your daughter's
Right.
bass playing is just crazy.
Thank you, Billy.
And
Thank you.
and so you've got 1 married, you've got 2 married, and Kalena is
we're praying that she gets married.
she's single.
Real
That's fine. She's doing what she wants to, right?
She is, yeah.
But
We got
it's like the circle is growing with the De Lima family. Are there more artists coming out of the Keiki?
Oh, you know, my grandson plays with us. You know, he's gonna be starting to drum with us. And you know, right when we get back, we've been working real hard with him, and he's really coming along. And Psalms also, they're all pianists. You know, they started when they were 5. So Psalms is gonna be 8 at the end of the year. Kapena boy is be 9. He's his birthday is 2 days after Mama Leo. So his birthday is November 16th. But yeah, so they're performing, and they're they've been recording, you know, stuff with us in the studio. So
Right on.
it's everybody's, you know, and you know, I wanted to also mention too, Billy, that Kalena just got a nonprofit organization, started a nonprofit organization called the Kapena School of Music, and that's going to be coming out real soon. We're going to let everybody know. We'll let you know about it. Maybe we can come back on with you, and she can tell you everything about it. It's going to be everything from recording engineering, the basics of recording engineering, to ukulele classes with Uncle Kelly Boy, to bass lessons with Lilo.
Wow.
Drumming, guitar. Kalena already, you know, with Shannon Scott and Mandy Scott, already with the Namaka school. She has about 25 voice students. So, you know, we're kind of, you know, moving into a different, you know, I always wanted to teach, but it wasn't until this pandemic where I figured out where we all kind of sat back and thought to ourselves, man, we gotta try and figure out how we're gonna do the passions that we've always been passionate about to do, and man, to teach little kids and kids that maybe couldn't afford lessons, maybe get grants for them and stuff like that, is just priceless, you know. And it's gonna grow and grow, you know. So we're excited about that.
Right on. Kelly Boy De Lima. Okay, so how do you get the pre-sale for the single?
You can go tomorrow, which is November 7th. It'll be available for pre-sale on iTunes. Light Me Up, Kapena.
Okay, got it. Sounds good. And then, of course, it goes on sale general to everybody on the 14th.
Yeah.
Kelly Boy De Lima in Las Vegas, getting to enjoy some downtime. Real quickly here, Walter says, stay safe and healthy, Auntie Mel. And the De Limas, love you. And Shireen said, Kelly Boy is amazing. So just some words for you guys there. Kelly Boy, thank you for joining us.
Much.
Brother, enjoy your vacation.
We love you, Billy. Thank you for all you do, brother. Thank you for all the years. You know, brother, you emceed our kids' baby party, bro. So we go back a long. Before these kids was anything, you knew them, bro. So you watched them grow, and thank you for all of the years of your friendship, bro. You know, nobody loves you more than the De Limas, that's for sure.
Thank you, brother. Hey, be safe out there.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate it. Love
Kelly
you,
Boy.
Walter. Thank you, Melvin, everybody.
Kelly Boy De Lima, everybody. There you go. Thank you.
Mahalo.
I'm going to put him back over into the green room. Mahalo to Kelly Boy for being with us here on this Aloha Friday. Once again, brand new single that hits out. Hello to Melvin Lead. Hello to Brother Walter. There's a couple of other people that I saw that were on some of our Hawaii recording artists and musicians and entertainers. I'd appreciate that so much. Thank you so much for being here on the show. And keep those comments coming. Melvin Lead says, right on. Pass on the knowledge to our people. And that's what the De Limas are doing. Let's go ahead and give you some more weekend news real quickly here. We always want to give you, when we can, behind the scenes. Hi, everybody. Like we promised, here's the set. Papa Makeke. Yay!
Hi, everybody.
Okay, wait. They didn't clap. Clap, crew, clap. Yay! Practice. There you go. All right, McKenna Maduli, everybody. So, what are we doing this coming Sunday night?
Well, we are actually going to feature County of Maui and their beautiful locally made products right on Pop-Up Makeke.
Okay, hang on for a second. You know what? It just recurred to me that is last week's behind the scenes. So, let's get you this week's behind the scenes at Pop-Up Makeke, and I think this is the one we're going to, I'm not sure which one this is. Okay, let's just give it a try. Let me see. What is today's date? Today is the 6th. I think this is the one. Yeah.
Here we go in 3, 2. Promo 2, take 3.
Jeffrey's been waiting all night to do that. Nice round of applause for Jeffrey! McKenna Maduli.
I want to
Yay!
Aloha, everybody, and welcome to our Pop-Up Makeke. We have lots of great things made from local vendors here in Hawaii just for you.
And it helps them economically because, you know, they've had a tough time. They get ready every year for things like Merry Monarch, but when that went away, then, you know, it's like, what do? We have all this stuff. We're ready. And you know what? Council for Native Hawaiian Advancement came up, and here we are, Papa Makeke. So
yes,
we have all of this ready for you.
Have come together. Come, let me show you some of these beautiful products we have. We have Betty Mu'us over here. We have books for your keiki, all to learn Olelo Hawaii. We've got, look at this, Eke from Mano'ola. What do you got over there, Billy?
Well, yeah, this is the part that my wife likes, and so I'll hear more about that coming up. Everything from, you know, you thirsty, you like wear. Look at the concepts. Ma Lama Aina. These are wonderful shirts right here. We've got tasty treats for you here. A lot of this has been on the show. Some of it we haven't touched into, and we may get into this coming Sunday night. So make sure you are watching. When? That's going to be 8 p.m. Sunday nights on KHNL.
Then we're going to be Wednesday nights on K5 at 8 p.m.
And then that's going to be Saturday nights, 10:30 on KGMB.
So come spend time with us.
All right. Let's get you back into the home studio. By the way, real quickly here, want to just give you kind of a broadcast note. Of course, we're on Hawaii News Now Sunrise, Monday through Friday morning, starting at 4:30 with the crew. Ho'ola Hawaii is on Tuesday nights on K5. That's where we've got great Hawaiian music coming up for you from Honolulu Gardens. Of course, there's the Billy V live stream that you are watching right here. Remember, we just had Miss Mokule Hua that was with us on the show. And then, of course, Papa Makeke. That is Sunday nights, 8 p.m. on KHNL. Speaking of KHNL, my co-worker, there we go, Guy Hoggy, is part of, you know what? Let's go holo holo. Usually, sorry, I'm going out of order here. Let's go get you inspired first.
Billy V, aloha, my brother, to you and your ohana once again, and aloha to everybody watching. It is another beautiful day in Hawaii and another Inspire You message of the week for all of you Billy V Live viewers out there. And it goes a little something like this. Where there is no struggle, there is no strength. You see, guys, 2020 has just been one of those years where a lot of us have had to struggle to get through the year. And of course, it's human nature for all of us when we go through the struggles to feel overwhelmed or feel frustrated. But let's reanalyze this. When we go through these struggles, we are forced to learn how to adapt, to learn how to adjust, to learn how to overcome. So in reality, when we go through these struggles, we are actually becoming better, stronger individuals for having gone through them. So your challenge this week, guys, is to find the strength in your struggle. Because when we learn how to adapt, when we learn how to adjust, when we learn how to overcome, we are that much better for it. That right there is your Inspire You message of the week. Billy V, I love you, bro. Mahalo once again for having me.
Love
Aloha.
You,
see you guys next time. My name is Kaleo Boy Kia here. Peace, love, and aloha. Chee!
Gee. We're going to take you outside, but we're going to kind of do it a little bit differently right now.
Hello, Billy. I'm here at the Espacio Hotel, one of the new hotels in Waikiki. Ultra luxurious. Only 15 suites in this hotel. That means you need Billy V money to stay here, but it's all worth it, man. Incredible views. You can see the surf out in the queens and canoes, and today it's looking good, right? And you got this rooftop infinity pool. After all, Espacio means space. And don't forget about that awesome Japanese restaurant in the hotel. It's called Mugen. So Billy, make some time, man. Come down here and check it out. It doesn't get better than this.
All right, once again, Guy Hoggy out there. He was out there this morning, so I asked Guy if he could give us a little bit of, tell us where he was and what he was doing, and also give us a little bit of a view outside. That is Waikiki Beach side. And a little bit earlier today, they had some surfers out in the water. They've got 4 to 7 feet surf out there, so actually things are looking really, really good. And hopefully, if you are here in our Hawaiian Islands, you get a chance to go jump into the water. April says hello to Kaleo Boy Kia. Mahalo for that. Jenny is watching us from Atlanta. And Ku'u, yeah, it's been busy. And that's one of the good things. Love that it's actually busy during this time. Because, when you look at the calendar, sometimes it's going, oh, wow, there's not a lot here. So it's nice to have some stuff on the calendar. What we're going to do is we're going to play you some music video here coming up in just a couple of moments. But wanted to share with you a picture real quickly. Coming up on Fridays, which is today, which means I think they might have posted it already. I got a chance to spend some time with Ashley Lili and Greg Salas. They are both former University of Hawaii football players. They are also both, let me see here. They're also both former NFL players. And so this is part of the University of Hawaii Rainbow Warrior pregame show. So got a chance to talk story with them and talk with them about football, the last game that we had, the upcoming games, especially this next game that's coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow, Aloha Stadium. However, it's going to be strange. It's going to be the first time that the UH Warrior football team is going to be home, and there is no there's no audience in the stands. So that's per COVID. So once again, no audience out there. That's going to be like really, really strange. So we will watch that for you. Once again, University of Hawaii Rainbow Warrior football coming up tomorrow. The pregame show is now. Find it on Facebook. That's Hawaii Rainbow Warrior football. That's the page that you can go ahead and find that. Want to say hello to Kainani Kahaunaile. And she's got new music coming up. As a matter of fact, she is in the recording studios. I know that we talked story with her, and there was she had shared some pictures with us, and we were hoping to be able to, oh, yes, she did send them in, and we've gotten them within the last couple of minutes. So let's go ahead and show you some pictures of Kainani and the recording studios, and you can see some of the pictures there. These are pictures from her Facebook page. Pictures in the studio there. That's awesome. And we'll show you. Of course, you have to have Hawaiian food when you're recording. That's just the way it is. So mahalo to Kainani Kahaunaile for sharing those with us. That new album should be out coming up later on this month. While we're talking about brand new music, let's tell you that there's going to be a new music soon by Kaimi Hananoeao, and we're talking as soon as next week. So he's going to have something out. He's more stretches things on the rock genre kind of side of local music. Hawaii recording artist. So if you get a chance, look for his music or look for his website online. Check him out. But once again, new music reported next week. And if you have new music coming out, you're a Hawaii recording artist, let us know. All you have to do is go ahead and email us at studio@billyv.live. Bless you. I think that was a sneeze. That almost brings us to the end of the show. There's been so much that has been going on. We hope that things are well with you wherever you are. It's been kind of, I want to say disappointing, but it's just been, there's been more than 100 in the last couple of days COVID cases per day. So that kind of takes us out of tier number 2 and getting into that anytime soon. So we're going to have to buckle down and do the best that we can so we can raise the bar and raise where we are as far as what can open and whatnot. If you get a chance, if you're here in Hara, Hawaii, our restaurants, support them. Our Hawaii recording artists, go out and support local. Pop-up makeke. By the way, I know that we showed that a little bit earlier, but pop-up makeke, free shipping, no matter how many items you buy. So go look at the website if you get the chance, popupmakeke.com. I believe that I'm going to go down the checklist here and make sure that that is everything that we have for today. I think so. As I'm looking, and the producers are also looking here in studio, and they're not seeing that there's anything more. Producers are hungry. Okay, so we have to feed the animals every time. Let's go ahead and take another live look outside real quickly. Pipeline Oahu is looking good. Just know that if you're here on the island of Oahu, the trade winds are going to be coming back. And so that means by the time we get to next week, Monday, Tuesday or so, trades are like 20, 25 miles per hour. You can see it's a little bit wind blown, the tree branches are moving, and the waves are looking good. I'm going to let this sit with you for a couple of moments. Oh, Eric Calve, thank you so much. Can we put that up, producers, please, and bring that up on screen? Thank you. Pomai Ka'i Lyman will be at Kanilea Ukulele's new store at Windward Mall tomorrow, 12 noon. Have you seen the new store yet? It is huge. Ku'u has word for us. Lukela Keala has a single coming out. I was just watching him on Facebook last night. Ricardo just says how pretty that looks outside right now. Thank you so much, Ricardo. Appreciate you being... I haven't seen your name before. Are you new? If you're new, put new on it. We love that. Lenny Keys, how can I contact you to show my new music? Email studio@billyv... Oh, sorry, yeah, I was right. studio@billyv.live. Once again, the show is Billy V Live and studio@billyv.live. You can always do that there. Eric, no worries, anytime. Ricardo just moved to Honolulu. Raynette, see you next Friday. Thank you so much. Hey, everybody, just a reminder, we are on the air here Fridays starting at 3 p.m. Hawaiian Standard Time. That's 5 p.m. Pacific. That's 8 p.m. over on the East Coast. And we love connecting people all together. So on behalf of all of us, we like to say mahalo for joining us for the show. Ma'alama pono, aloha a hui ho, and we will see you next week, Friday, same time. There we go. We're going to leave you with the music of Eric Lee on this Aloha Friday. We'll see you next time on the show. Aloha.
Hello, everybody. Ke aloha I he ana oe E a pakaweha na e nei E wahi hoa pili paha e holo aku ai So pehea ho mine Ua ike anei Ua ike noa E a kokole ana nei He aloha koi nei maka I moa nei So pehea la ho Hey, aloha no, my darling ku'upu'uwai. Your eyes come up palu, they hypnotize, they let me come oh, so darling, hela. Hey, aloha no, sweet baby, you even leo. Come and hold me, and my oe, and then hold me, oh, see the pa. So Leila, ooh, shakela. Hey, aloha no, my darling ku'upu'uwai. Your eyes come up palu, they hypnotize and then come oh, so darling, bella. Hey, aloha no, sweet baby, you even leo. Come and hold me, and and then honey, oh, see the pa. So Leila, oh, shake.